Hello yogis, welcome to our morning practice, and today I want to talk to you about the heart opening, to accept everything around you with your open heart and your open mind. And it's not as easy as it sounds. It's not just roll your shoulders back and breathe fully. It is complicated and it is challenging. So we'll start with the breathing. So first of all, let's find the full capacity of our lungs. Roll the shoulders back, that helps, right? Grow tall from your hips. And start to find the movement of your abdomen wall while you're breathing. Inhales and exhale. Then put your attention towards your chest, and you can bring your hand on your rib cage and feel the movement of your fingers while you're inhaling and exhaling. Nice and long. Now let your hands rest on your kneecaps and put your attention on the back of your rib cage. So take a big expansive inhale with extra sip on top and feel it on the back of your rib cage. Maybe try to create a pause right on top. Okay, let's combine all those three together. So we'll start with the belly, continue with your chest, and extra sip on the back of your rib cage. And exhale smoothly, just one nice and long exhale. Let's try it one more time and try to make a pause between those three portions. So start your inhale with your belly, pause here, continue inhalation with your chest, pause, all the way to your collarbones and extra sip to the back of your rib cage, and pause in the very top. Hold that nice inhale for as long as you're comfortable to it. And then exhale super slowly. Let's try another couple like that. So starting with the belly, continue with the chest, all the way up and pause. And the last round, feel it everywhere. Try to feel how your body is changing while you're doing that. Maybe your legs and hips. Just notice that. Maybe it's nothing, but give it a shot. Inhale. And the second step. And the third one. And exhale slowly. Now this is pranayama 3-part breath. Is one of my favorite to start the morning. So another one to keep your mind in balance, keep the energy channel flow in balance. So, and in ancient texts you will find out Pitta, Ida, and Pingala. So those two channels that go through our body, starting from the very bottom of our pelvic floor all the way to the crown of your head. So on those guys are kind of waving towards each other like a DNA something, like a DNA wave, but it needs to be in balance. And if you're not into this energy thing, it still would work to balance your nostrils, your respiratory channels to work with, okay? So, and for this one, this pranayama calls Nadi Shodhana, and your alternative breathe was left and right nostrils. For this one, you're taking your index finger and the middle finger to the base of your palm. So you just have your thumb and your ring and pinky finger. So as I am a right-handed, so I prefer to do it on the right hand. So press those guys together towards the base of your thumb, and then just release your thumb index and pinky. And with your thumb, you're closing your right nostrils. Exhale first with your left one completely. And then make an inhalation with your left nostrils and feel the air coming all the way up towards the crown of the head on the left side of the body. Pause on top, pause on the crown of the head. Then with your ring fingers, you're closing your left nostrils and let the air flow through the right side of the body, through your right nostrils completely. Then you're inhaling through the right nostrils, lifting the air, lifting the energy up towards the crown of the head. Pausing on top, pausing right here on the crown of the head, closing your right one, exhale with the left. And continue those rounds. So inhale with the left, close it, exhale with the right. Inhale with right, briefly pause on top, exhale with the left. So find your own pace of breathing like that. Close. And finish with your left nostrils, the same one you start with. Exhale completely with your left one. Release. Take your inhalation with both nostrils. Pause on top and exhale slowly. And take another big and nice inhale and exhale here. And tuck your chin towards your chest. And just let your head be heavy. So just let your head dangle there. Breathe in and out. Feel the air coming through your lungs. And then from here, start to engage your neck. So start to reach forward with the crown of the head, keeping your spine nice and long, nice and straight. Draw your lower ribs back. Tail to the ground. Just your neck is working so long. So start to move your ears away from your collarbones, and then start to move your chin away from your collarbones. So long neck from both sides, from the back and from the front. Steady shoulders, just reach forward with your neck. And keep this long neck and start to move your chin to the right, back to center, to the left. Feel this nice connection between your jaw all the way to your pop minors, to the muscles that keep our chest open. And then grow tall with your head, grow tall with your spine. Take a big inhale, lift your hands all the way up towards the sky, and then move your fingers to the back of the room and create those kind of claw, like you're holding huge peaches here. And then start pass those peaches to the back of the room, but don't let your elbows go to the sides. So squeeze your elbows towards the center line. Start to lift them up and draw your hands, draw your fingertips far, far back. And make sure that you're not squeezing your lower back while you're doing that. So draw your lower ribs back. Long sides of your body. With the next inhale, bring your hands all the way up to center. And twist to the right. Bring your right hand behind you. Left hand on top of the knee. Roll the shoulders back. Grow tall with every inhale. With every exhale, twist deeper. Then you can wrap your right hand around. Take it on left hip crease. And your left hand right in front of your chest. So make sure that you're creating the connection between the thumb and the center of the sternum. And then start to press the wall with your left hand. Take an inhale and press the wall. Move your chest in a deeper twist. Don't forget to grow tall with every inhalation. Just one more like that. Ground through your hips. With the next inhale, bring it back to center and twist to the other side. So your left hand behind you for now. your right hand on top of your knee. Move your head up. Move your shoulders to the back of the room. But make sure that you're not hinging back or forward, so sides to side. So you're just growing straight up. When you're ready, you can wrap your right hand around and bring it on your left hand around, taking it on the right hip crease, and the right hand right in front of your chest. So your thumb is connecting to your center of the sternum. With every inhale, you're lifting it up. With every exhale, with the help of this right hand, press it, move it more to the left. Wrap your ribcage around. And keep breathing. Inhale, bring it all the way up to center. Exhale, hands to heart. Another inhale, bring it up and stretch forward. And if your right hand in front, like I have right now, you can step to the left, so away from your front leg. Taking that knee closer to the ground, and make sure that you're creating this kind of rotation, or maybe just in your mind, that you're rotating the flesh of your inner thigh outward, opening that hip. Level your shoulders. Maybe bend your right elbow more to taking your right shoulder closer to the ground. And with every inhale, linking your spine. Exhale, closer to the thigh. And then step back to center. Bring it all the way up. Change the position of your leg. So bring another leg up in front. Take an inhale. Stretch forward. Ground through your hips and through your thighs, and step to opposite direction. So step away from your front knee. And the same thing here, so rotate the flesh outward. Bring it back to center. Lift your torso up, and then linking your legs forward. Roll your ankles, find your sitting bones, maybe release it from the extra flesh you have there. Roll the shoulders back, bring your hands all the way up, and then bring your hands next to your hips first. Fingers facing forward, roll the shoulders back, elbows to the back of the room, and then start to guide your hands, guide your arms to the back of the room like an airplane pose. So your pinkies up, thumbs towards the ground, and start to reach forward. You're reaching back with your fingertips, you're reaching forward with the center of your chest. Inhale and exhale. And also you can interlace your fingers behind your back and start to reach your hands up and reach forward. And make sure that you're not moving your shoulders like that forward. Open them back and move your chest away from your thighs, away from your hip creases. Breathe in and out. Another one. And then gently bring your hands next to your knees or maybe next to your ankles. And then create this connection between your fingertips and the ground. Roll the shoulders back. And with inhale, you're moving your chest forward. Exhale, take this belly button to the back of the room. Shoulders forward. Inhale, chest forward and up, like a cat-cow, but with your legs working. Exhale, round it. In the last one. With the next inhale, bring your hands all the way up to sky. And move it forward for forward fold. Maybe create the connection between your peace fingers and your toes, or between your hands and your knees. Pick one. Keep breathing. With every exhale, you let it go. Notice your hamstrings here. And then gently lift your torso all the way up. Keep your legs straight. Plant your hands behind your back. On the ground, fingers facing forward, rolling the shoulders, and make sure that you can bend your elbows, bounce here for a while. Squeeze your elbows towards the central line, engage your legs so they're not just hanging here, they're really strong. And then start to press your hips up and make sure that your shoulders are broad. There is a space between your shoulder blades. Reach to the back of the room with your head. Take an inhale and then gently bend your elbows without sinking with your torso down. Inhale, exhale, bend them. but keep the straight torso. Straight legs. Don't let your hips fall into the ground. Just another one. Exhale. Inhale, press it up. Move your hips down. Cross your ankles. Find your tabletop. Move it around. Find some cat-cows or just freestyler. Sway your chest. Sway your hips. And then start to find the neutral position for your spine. Draw your lower belly button towards your spine. And then your right leg goes back. Find the full length of your back, of your leg. Left hand goes forward. So find the spinal balance here. Inhales and exhales. Bend your right knee. Kick the heel up. Flip your front palm. And find your ankle behind you. Maybe just reach towards the ankle. Maybe just bring your hand on your lower back and make sure it's square. Keep kicking up and then move your chest forward. So you're not twisting here. So when you're reaching back with your left hand, you're not doing something like that. You're not lifting that left shoulder up. You're still reaching forward equally with both shoulders. They're square and the hips are square. And that knee, it's not popping to the right. It's facing the ground and just reaching up with that heel, okay? If you have a bind, same thing. Even though your body is asking for this twist, don't go there. Another inhale without slingshotting. Release it, bring it to the ground, shake it up. And let's do the same on the other side. So find your tabletop. Bring your left leg behind you. Right hand in front of you. Find the spinal balance. Kick the heel up. Bring it up. Flip the front palm. And find your ankle or just reach toward the ankle, keeping your hand on the ground, on the lower back. And move your elbow back. And up. And start to reach forward with your chest. Kick the heel up. Long spine. Super long belly, shoulders are square, keep it kicking. Nice and long breaths. Without slingshotting. Release the towel, reach forward, bring it to the ground, swing it all around. And then your left hand goes up, shred and miss right one. Bring your left shoulder to the ground, press the ground with your right hand, create this nice stack of your shoulders. And you can be here, or you can link in your right leg behind you, press the toe on the floor, heel away from you, and create a connection between your right hand, which is on the floor right here, and your right toe. And move the whole side, the right side of your body up. With the next inhale, gently bring it up. Lift your left hand one more time. Planche on the ground. We'll do the same on the other side. So your right hand goes up. Inhale, shred it under. Blend the shoulder on the floor. Left hand on the ground. Press it away, start to stack your shoulders. So your shoulders are stacked. Right hand facing forward, facing up. And then if you want to, you can link in your left leg behind you, create a connection between your left hand and your left toe. And just breathe here. Feel this nice openness and stretching. Gently bring your knee to the ground. Plant your hands in front of you. Take a big, nice inhale, and with exhalation, lift it up for downward facing dog. Bend one knee at a time. Move it around. And we'll do the same cat-cow situation here too. So with inhalation, you're reaching forward with your chest. So kind of gliding your chest between your arms. With exhale, you're rounding your back. Feel this nice stretch in your legs. Inhale, forward, chest away from your hip creases. Exhale, round it up. And one more time. And round your back and keep your back rounded. Start to glide forward towards your plank with the back of your neck leading the way, and bring it up all the way to plank. Inhale in your plank. With exhalation, bend your knees, bring your knees to the ground. Bend your elbows, chest to the ground, keeping your hips high. Chin to the ground. With the next inhale, move your chest forward between your arms. Plant your thighs on the floor. Roll your shoulders back for cobra. Tuck your toes under. Bring your hips back and up for downward facing dog. Look forward, step forward. Take your inhale here. And forward fold. So hang out here for a second. Release your spine. And then create the connection between your fingertips on the ground or between your hands and the shin. Just find that space when your legs are working really strong but knees are micro-bended still. So wherever you are, let's try to do the same. So with inhale, you're reaching up and forward with your chest and your sitting bones goes all the way up towards the sky. With exhale, you're rounding the back and moving your sitting bone, your tail down. Shoulders forward. Next inhale, do the same. Legs are working, sitting bones going up, tail up. Exhale, round your back. Just one more time. In round it. And lengthen your spine. Plant your hands in front of you. Strong back, strong legs. Press the ground with your feet lifted all the way up to standing. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, forward fold. So bend your knees and hook your thumbs like that. So your thumbs are connected. And with the next inhale, keeping your knees bended, start to draw the huge circle all the way up towards the sky. Maybe find some back bend and pressing your hips forward. Exhale, dive forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, Ashtangasana. Hips are really high up. Inhale, cobra, thighs on the ground. Exhale, tuck your toes under. Bring your hips back and up and downward facing dog. Look forward, step forward. Inhale here, forward fold. Bend your knees, we'll do the same thing. So hook your thumbs, spread your fingers wide apart, and start to draw this nice and beautiful circle up, pressing your hips forward. Exhale, dive in. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, and see if you can bring them together. So knees, chest, and chin touching the ground at the same moment. Maybe not today, but something to play with. Inhale, chest forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, and this time bring your hips all the way down for child pose. Sway your hips, sway your chest. Then find your tabletop again. Bring your right leg behind you. Kick that heel up. Bend the right knee, kick the heel up. With the next inhale, bring that knee towards the chest. Exhale here, bring it deeper. And then step towards your right pinky. Inhale, bring your hips up for lizard pose. Exhale, swing them back. Inhale, bring it back to lizard. Swing them back one more time. Bring it back again. Tuck the back toe under, lift the back knee up. Find this nice and long lizard. And from here, keeping your knees off the ground, start to reach forward with your hips. Reach forward with your chest. Breathe in and out. Gently bring your left knee back to the ground. Lift it up for Janayasana. Inhale here. Exhale, open your heart. Press your hips more forward. Heart up to the sky. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Reach towards the back heel, reach up with your center of the sternum, tug the back toe under, and then imagine that somebody is pulling your sternum right up, so right vertically, so squeeze your legs together and lift your hips up, lift the whole thing up, straight vertically, good. Reach towards the ground with your knuckles, reach up with your chest, and then move your chest forward and find your airplane pose. So see if you can reach to the heel with your fingers. Pinkies up, thumb towards the ground. Lay this back leg higher. Roll the shoulders. And here start to reach forward with your left hand. Bend your right knee. Bend your left knee. Reach forward with your left hand. Maybe slightly up with your hands. Kick the back heel up. And then flip your right hand. Guide it all the way to the left. See if you can grab the ankle. And level your shoulders. Level your hips. Kick the foot up. Just another inhale here. And then gently bring the knee over the chest. Inhale. Keep it lifted. Bring your right hand on top of the knee. And twist. Inhale and exhale here. Bring it back to center again. Bring your foot to meet the right one. Swing your hips from side to side. Take an inhale. And forward fold. Half a lift, inhale. Forward fold again. Bend your knees, hook your thumbs. Draw the circle, inhale, find the back bend, exhale, forward fold. Half a lift, inhale. Plant your hands to back to plank. And see, maybe this time you can bring your knees, chest and chin together on the ground. So bend your knees, lift your hips up. Knees, chest, chin, Ashtanga. Inhale, cobra. And back to a child pose. Swinging around. Maybe massage your forehead on the ground, rolling from one side to another. And then bring it up for tabletop. Left leg goes back. Bend the left knee. Kick the heel up. With the next inhale, bring your knee towards the chest. And with exhalation, press the knee towards your chest even more. Round your back. And then step towards your left pinky. Inhale, swing your hips forward, chest up. Exhale, bring them to the back. Inhale forward. Notice your spine. Try not to round that when you're going to the half split, runner stretch. And another one forward. Tuck your back toe. Lift your back knee from the ground and start to reach forward. Don't think about getting your hips to the ground. Think about getting them forward, away from the back heel, chest forward. Breathe here. And then gently bring your back knee on the floor. Squeeze your legs together. Bring it up for Anjaneyasana. Inhale here, exhale, open your chest. Slide your elbows to the back and down. Chest up towards the sky. Keep the back toe tucked. Interlace your fingers behind the back. Reach towards the ground with your knuckles. Squeeze your legs together even more. And then start to bring your torso and the knee straight up without leaning forward. Good job. You got it. Move your chest even higher up, away from the hips. Maybe gaze up towards the sky. And then start to reach forward with your chest. And find your airplane pose. Lift your right leg up. And you can start to reach to the back heel with your fingertips. Thumbs on the ground. Palms facing each other. Lifting this leg higher. And then start to reach forward with your right hand. With your left one. Maybe lifting them both up. And then flip your left palm. Bend your right knee. Be gentle to your body. And find this connection. Start to reach more with your square shoulders up. Keep that foot up without slingshotting the release. Bring your knee towards your chest. Left hand on top of your right knee, twist. Inhale here, exhale back to center. Bring both legs on the floor, shake it all the way. Inhale up, forward fold, exhale. Half a lift, and forward fold. And give this forward fold, maybe connect your fingers and your toes, and start to bend your elbows. Send them to the back of the room. Reach towards the ground with your crown of your head, just let it be there. And plant your hands in front of you again. Bend your knees, sit back, linking your legs forward. Move it around. And then bring your right knee towards your chest. Squeeze it in. Step across your left leg. Squeeze it more. Grab it with your left elbow crease. Bring your right hand behind you. Reach up. So make sure that there is a space between your belly and between that thigh. Inhale up and exhale, twist deeper. Grow taller. And here's something to play with if you want to. So, your left leg is facing forward. Bring your right toe to the left. Plant your hands right in front of you. Move your chest forward towards your hands. So level your shoulders. The left leg is still working. Pretty nice. And then move that. Move your hips up first. So lean towards your hands. Move your hips up. Move that heel, the right one, up. Bend your elbows. Find this nice twist here. I'll show from a different perspective. So this toe, we're just stepping across. Turn forward. Hands in front of you. Level the shoulders. Bend your elbows towards your ribcage. Reach forward. Lift your hips up. Bend your elbows like in the chaturanga. And go for this twist. And bring it back to center. It's just something to play with here. Okay, so let's do the same on the other leg. So your left knee towards your chest. Step it across. Grow tall. Hug that knee with your right elbow crease. Bring your left hand behind you. Inhale, twist, exhale, inhale, up, exhale, twist. Keep this space right here. Gently bring it back to center. Plant your hands in front of you. Turn the tail the same direction that your fingers are facing. Right leg is still working, it's still engaged. Lean forward, lift your hips up, lift your left heel up. Inhale, and with exhalation, sink deeper. Level your shoulders, squeezing your elbows towards your chest. Maybe look at your right toe. And then bring it back. Bring both knees towards your chest. Connect the soles of your feet together. Roll the shoulders back, reach forward. Couple inhales and exhales here. So your elbows go straight to hip creases, not to the edges of your knees. Straight to the source of the leverage here. And gently lift it up. Plant your hands behind you. The same thing that we did on reverse plank. Fingers facing forward. And press your hips up and forward. And move them up, back and forth several times. Bring back to the ground. With your peace fingers, grab your tails. And see if you can bring your right leg, linking it up. left leg. Maybe two of them together. Maybe one at a time, and create this nice connection here. Long belly, long spine, legs are working, they're not just hanging there on your fingers. And then see if you can connect your feet together. Connect them together. Strong spine. See if you can release the grab, maybe not. It's all fine too. Reach forward with your hands. Take several inhales and exhales here. It's fine to bend those knees. It's fine to bring your toes on the ground. It's fine to grab your legs behind your knees. It's all the same, but make sure that your core and spine muscles are still working. It's all just the matter. Inhale here, with exhalation, gently bring it to the low boat. Try to take this low back from the ground, just slightly hovering, just less than an inch apart. Another inhale, then bring your heels to the floor. Give yourself a full body stretch. Breathe in and out. Then bend your knees, plant your heels next to your hips, plant your hands next to your hips too, with your palms facing back, or facing the ground. Roll the shoulders back, press them to the floor, and then start to press your hips up. And with exhale, bring them down. Inhale, bring it up higher, and bring them down. And the third time, keep it right there. Press them up more, and then start to tiptoe your shoulders towards one another, interlacing your fingers, reaching towards your heels with your knuckles. Another thing that you can do, you can grab your ankles with your hands and press your hips even more and move your chest towards your nose. Don't let your knees fall to the side, so your thighs are parallel. Take at least 3 full and nice inhales and exhales here. And after the third one, gently vertebra by vertebra, bring your spine on the floor. Lift your legs up. Don't squeeze your knees towards your chest. And let them be here, like a seaweed. Massaging those tops of the glutes here. And you can lift your arms up too. Wave them. Like imagine yourself being in the very bottom of the ocean. And let your knees fall towards your chest without squeezing them with your arms. Bring your arms wide apart and let your knees fall to the right first. And you can press this left hip crease away from you with your right hand. Ground through your left shoulders, and you're going to keep this hand on top of your legs. And the gaze of your eyes or gaze of your closed eyes might follow the direction of your your left fingers. Use your next inhale to bring it back to center. Again, wiggle it around. Massage the top of your glutes. And then let your knees fall to the left. And press that hip crease away from you with your left hand. Grounding through your right shoulder. And you also can keep your left hand on top of your legs. And the gaze is following the direction of your right fingers. And let your hips be heavy. And let your belly be soft. Use the next inhale, bring it back to center. And then just simply start to linking your legs forward. Arms wide apart. And let your feet be relaxed. Let your shoulders be heavy. Feel the nice heaviness in your hips too. Take your inhale through your nose. Exhale through your belly button. Inhale with your feet. Exhale with the crown of your head. Inhale with the base of your skull. Exhale with your palms and start to spread your fingers wide apart. Inhale with your nose, exhale with your feet and spread your toes wide apart. And with the next inhalation, give yourself a full body stretch. And with exhale, grab your knees, bring them towards your chest and roll on the right side of your body using your right hand as a pillow. And then when you're ready, start to press the ground away from you and lift it up for a comfortable sitting position. Grow tall. Bring your hands in front of your heart, connecting the palms of your hands together. Thank you so much for being here with me on this practice. The light I'm teaching me, one is the light I'm teaching you because that's the same light. Namaste. And I'll see you soon, guys. And if you have any requests, just comment down below